Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday the 26th of January. So let's get on and look at these markets. But firstly, let's look at the news events that are coming out today. Let's just click on my calendar. In fact, which one I've got open here, this will do. So Thursday, Friday would be good. Thursday, let's just run back and just review the interest rates were left untouched yesterday by the ECB, so that was no great surprise there. Sorry, I've got a load of extra data sitting here, so that was left. However, traders are now pricing in a cut sooner than originally expected, so that's having a negative impact on the euro. US GDP came out ahead of expectation there. It was 3.3%, so a positive effect with the US dollar overall. So some positivity kicking out there again for the dollar. Some other data just looking through here. The advanced GDP index wasn't so clever there. Core durable goods came out yesterday as well. That was a bit hit and miss basically in the figures there. I'm just looking through, that is it. But for today, well, there isn't much at all apart from this very important number at 1:30. The core personal consumption expenditure data at 1:30, that will for sure give some volatility for the US dollar, so just be careful. It will effectively taken as the inflation preferred Fed inflation data for seeing, well, the effect of expenditure by consumers. Right, as it's a consumer-led economy, has a consumer impact. Let's look at these markets then. So the euro yesterday turned itself down. Morning, Paul. Turned itself down here and started breaking back south again. And today it's already starting that or continuing that move to the downside. So looking soft at the moment. It's almost hit its S1. I'll be looking post 8 o'clock, but if it breaks that, let me just squeeze this up a little bit. It's got a reasonable probability, as it hasn't hit the daily pivot, of running down towards its S2, so some reasonable probability there. Classic break yesterday, actually. It wouldn't have been a classic stop necessary. I was just looking at what was the outcome of yesterday's trend line, but personally, I wouldn't be trying to trade that, particularly with the news following through on it as well. I say news, but the press conference. Okay, anyway, there's the euro, the pound, following suit really. Not a great deal of difference. It is more consolidated on the bigger picture here. Horrible price action. It is selling off, so there is the potential this will follow through. It has hit the daily pivot. It's looking more likely. We were talking about this in the room, I think this week at some point, in terms of its potential of running down towards its weekly S1. It didn't actually hit the R1, so the S1 still in play, and well, there is that possibility. Whether it will manage to do it this week, might run into that sort of level next week. The only thing is, then watch out, because there'll be these previous lows here might give some support. Dollar yen, very consolidated on the 4 hours there, and it's really just continuing to remain pretty consolidated. It's not having the same. We saw the blip yesterday with the data coming out there, but it's not really going anywhere too much. Just consolidating. Aussie dollar. Well, the Aussie dollar again is another one. It's not moving too much. I mean, from daily picture, it's gone absolutely ugly. I expect it's still in a bit of a rising move, but it's not the best now. Actually, the way it was beautiful earlier in the week when it did this, and this is just when a bear flag goes wrong. And it eventually stopped me out, but it's still sitting around. Yes, it could roll down there, but I don't like it so much when price action is done, or this is the type of price action we're seeing. Basically, it's not consolidating on the absolute lows, or near the absolute lows. It's away from them. It makes it just that little bit more fickle, and well, it's a fickle old market at the moment sitting there. US dollar CAD, well, it was looking good at one stage. It's bounced back a little bit at the moment. It's really we have got these lower highs coming through over the last couple of days. But it's bounced up again this morning. There'll probably be some divergence sitting around here. Bit more indecisive, really. Not really showing its hand too well there. New Zealand dollar. Well, I'm still short on this since the 16th, I think it was. Sitting in there again. It's not the prettiest of markets here. This way, it's consolidated higher than the absolute lows. It is looking a little bit better this morning at the moment, giving me a lower high. But well, we'll see where it is. It's one of those trades I wouldn't really take it from here based on the upper time frames, but it's not looking bad. I nearly shelved this last Friday. I was considering shelving it when it was down here, and it's still around the same sort of price. It might have been a good place to, but looking at it on a daily, it's still, and it is a swing trade, it's still looking like it could have some potential. The dollar Swissy, well, we're still being held by this key resistance, this trend line that's running through here. But it has bounced. Yesterday it got pretty close to triggering a short on here. It was so close, look. Another couple of pips below there, and I was actually looking personally at the break of that 7 o'clock low there to take a short on this. Well, patience paid off there, and well, the rest is history at the moment. The US dollar just gaining the strength here. From where it is at the moment, there isn't really a trade for me. It's sort of neither up nor down. It's in that in between, sort of on the lower time frame, not looking great. Euro yen's got some potential for some further downsides. It's a bit mixed. I mean, it's really a reflection of the sort of weaker euro at the moment, but it has got that potential of just a bit more of a rollover. It's putting lower highs in on the 4 hourly here, but bigger picture, I guess it's still in bullish territory-ish. So perhaps stay clear of that. So that's where I am at the moment on the majors. I'm going to be looking through the rest of the currency pairs. There's a link on the bottom of this YouTube video if you're watching on YouTube. You can get in before 10 o'clock and you come join me and we'll go through the rest of the markets there. Looking at gold now. Daily point of view, still very bitty. You just see the way it's just consolidated. It's ranging, as I said yesterday, I think it was. I just imagine it's going to sit between this range, or in this range here, for a while now. It's very ugly. Best description of it. Oil's picked up a bit, and it carried on yesterday. We saw it in the morning starting to do something, as I seem to remember, and it's carried on pushing up. I was expecting this for the low inventories, the lower than expected US inventories in the first place, plus the situation in the Middle East there. It's higher lows, higher highs, maybe later, and I do prefer this. I mean, it's you can generally see where the 1 or 2 o'clock candles are sitting. There's normally the sort of the better move. Yes, we might see something through the London session through, but it's so much better. 2 o'clock ish, we get a lot more volume coming through. But if that at the moment it's looking quite nice as a sort of bull flag, having broken everything else. That's looking, well, he says looking at that 200, but it's a flat 200 now. Been tested before, might just be a bit more fickle now. I'll take it off the chart, that would be better. Okay, there's crude. S&Ps, well, they did manage a positive day yesterday, off at the moment. That positivity with is really reflecting in a slightly stronger currency. It takes the the urgent need to start cutting interest rates off the table a little bit, and well, we're seeing the effect of that on this market at the moment. As I said, for the last couple of days, it's been looking bitty. I don't want to go short in this, but you sort of had a shooting star sitting there in the first place. It managed to break through. Then a doji bar at the top there. It's weak where it's sitting, but I don't want. It's not a place to be selling. I'll wait for a decent retrace and buy it, but I wouldn't be looking to sell it. I know everyone would think, oh, this is time to sell. They probably did think that quite a few times all the way up here as well, and especially at the double top. But it seems to be hanging in there. Okay, DAX carried on its route a little bit today. It was in this descending channel. If I can draw one, especially. Now it's a bit ugly the way I'm drawing this. I admit I've taken out that spiky bit of price action, but there you go. You can see the sort of channel that was sitting there. It's come out of that channel effectively, and we could get the range of that reflected above there still. Now again, a little bit softer yesterday, hanging man sort of candle yesterday, just a little bit iffy, but if it can start breaking through, it's still looking positive. Certainly if you're holding or you're in these long positions on this, to me it would be a hold all day long at the moment. Right, there we go. Oh, Bitcoin, so as it's a Friday, happy Friday, and let's click on the crypto world and just have a look at what Bitcoin's up to. Yeah, it's consolidating, that's what it's doing. Still a bit of uncertainty sitting around this at the moment. Consolidation sits there, lower highs coming through there, weakish. Maybe it's got more downside in it yet, we'll see. It has got this key area of support that's just below where the price hit there, so maybe that will hold it. Be nice for those that are long for it to turn, but of course the shorters out there are still wanting it to break over. Right, I shall leave it there. I'll give you wish you all the best. As I said, there's a link at the bottom of the YouTube video if you want to come join us. Do so about 8:35. Take care, bye for now.